what he is. We were made in his image. We were, the things that we do. I think about like this, like the armies. Why is it that every army in every nation has a uniform? They have, badges and, ranking and everything like that. And I think, what did somebody say? If you're going to have an army, you have to have a dress code like this, But I look at it that, where did mankind get that? Well, I think they got it from the heavenly beings, right? So I think, in heaven you have ranking, and you have, where it talks about the breastplate, and you have jewels, and you have crowns, and, the adorning of the, and so I'm sitting there and I'm saying, I don't remember a memo going out to all the world and saying, if you're going to have an army, you got to dress your army a certain way, and they got to, have these rankings, and they have to have these badges, and this is what, And so we're getting information from somewhere, and there's bad armies out there, and they're applying this dress code or manner or thought to even the way that they dress. And so I question is, did I not have that mind of Christ that allows them to download how the system works, how God works, how he operates, just thoughts I got, questions of, is humanity look more like God than what we think?
Oh, for sure. I really think so. I think we just have to choose to look for the God in humanity. It's easy to just see things for the surface of what it is. Okay, here Ben's sitting in front of me in a plaid shirt. But it's like, okay, can I look deeper to see the God that's inside of Ben?
Yeah, Ben's rocking that plaid shirt.
Well,
that's the deeper thought. Plaid rocks.
But to see what attributes of God that you have to contribute here on earth. Do you see what I'm saying?
I do, 100%. If we're always putting out that the world is sinners, then are we really seeing the God components in their life? I have kind of challenged upon this thought of, why is it that unbelievers can overcome the sin of smoking? Why is it that non-believers can overcome the sin of adultery? Why is it that unbelievers can overcome the sin of cussing or fighting or violence because it's almost like, well, only the godly do the right things. Well, then, are we not seeing the godly in the people that we're declaring to be sinners?
Right.
That's mind-blowing to me, that an quote-unquote sinner that we would call it, because they don't go to church, mind you. It's not because of their actions at this point, because I know a lot of great people who just don't go to church, because they don't believe in what the church is teaching. And when are we going to accept that notion of maybe the church might be wrong and that's why people don't go to church? Maybe maybe they've been catching the stuff that we're just podcasting now about 20 years ago. Just because we're coming to the revelation that not everything church says is correct doesn't mean that other people 20 years ago did not catch on to that. And that should be embarrassing on our part. I'm a little embarrassed that I